And we are live. Good morning, world, and all who inhabit it. Drop that in the comment if you know what show that is from. Nickelodeon TV show. We got Dave in the chat. Hey, Adam, how are you, Dave? What's going on? He's got the Michael Jackson picture on his profile. I know he had the Super Mario Bros. Super Mario Galaxy one on there as well. So guys, today's video is a little different from the regularly scheduled content. I did put up a what's it called, a question on my Instagram story, and it said something along the lines of, actually, you know what, maybe I should go back and look what I said specifically, and so I can reference it. So bear with me 1 second. We are on Instagram. We're going to go to archived pictures. And so it basically said, all right, let's see if I can somehow hold this up here. So it says, ask me anything. Doesn't have to be about movies, will be answered in a future live stream. So this was on March 24th. So I knew this week I was going to be super busy, or the week leading up to it, that I was going to be super busy, and was basically just wanted to do another one of these solo videos because it's hard to get everybody all together on the same stream. And yeah, so I was just looking for questions. I totally understand everyone can't join the live streams, but so I wanted to get everything. So I wanted to get everything messaged, and then I can answer them, and then hopefully the people that sent questions in anonymously would be able to hear them back on the playback. So Dave is saying that, oh, I must have missed that. Hopefully you'll allow me. Of course, so absolutely, Dave, let you to allow me to send some questions in. Geez, I'm tired, guys. Yeah, guys. So last week I worked 6 days. I only usually work 5 days. And Saturday I was, or the day before, I should say, on Friday, they told me to come in. Someone called out or something like that. And Dave says, oh, I appreciate it. I'm going to put your live stream in the group chat. Awesome, dude. I appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate it, because I don't know how many live chats I'm in anymore. I was in a bunch, and then I got rid of a lot recently. So I think maybe I'm in one live chat or something, because I was in so many and I had so many notifications. It was just driving me crazy. So I got rid of a bunch of them. Yeah, so basically, man, what was I about to say? Yeah, so I was working like 6 days last week. They added me on an extra day because somebody called out or couldn't work or something. And last night, I always go to sleep at like 10 o'clock because I have to wake up like 7 o'clock or so for work. And last night I just passed out at 9 o'clock. I didn't even, you ever have those sleeps where you go to sleep or you don't remember falling asleep? You're just like, TV still on, and like, or you wake up at like 3, 4 in the morning and you're just like, what happened? Did I actually fall asleep? And that's what happened to me yesterday. So even though I had Sunday off, Sunday I, did all the things around the house and stuff like that. But I made my Super Mario Galaxy Happy Meal video. So I went to my local. If you guys haven't seen that, please go check that out. And he says, "How's the weather over Bayou? Like Bayou, I like that. It's storming right here. It's beautiful, Dave. It is 70 something degrees. It's been very nice this whole week in New Jersey. Although one of the days, whether it's tomorrow or the next day, I guess it would make sense if it was tomorrow, because you're being more on the west of New Jersey, I should say, and that it is supposed to rain and stuff like that. So it is it's nice now. It's been like the 70s and stuff like that. I really can't complain. And unfortunately, it's nice to be outside, even though I'm working all day. But my allergies are the worst, man. I take medicine every day and nose sprays and all these other things. And unfortunately, just from walking to the store from the car and back and forth, even with the windows rolled up, driving in the car, I am sneezing and, eye drops and all those other things would stink. So, New Jersey was cold for, October, November, December, January, February, March. So like 6 months it's cold. And now for 2 more months, I'll have to be, barely be outside because I'll be dying of allergies. But so yeah, I was really tired. And so having this scheduled actually kind of worked out in my favor. And so yeah, so what was I going to say before I got into all that stuff? So yeah, so I did the Super Mario Galaxy video of my of eating the food. It was pretty it was cool because I got the Frog Luigi, spoiler alert, from the mystery box, I guess you should say. But I got it like 3 days after it came out, and I didn't get the actual not McDonald's. I got the regular McDonald's Happy Meal box, but I didn't get the Super Mario one, which kind of stunk. But because I wish I would have liked to have kept that. What else was I gonna say? The my last video is doing pretty good before that, which was my slasher movie collection, which has over 112 views in 4 days. So I'm really happy about that. And then the one before that, we've got my Lion King 1994 favorite films, which I really put a lot of love and care into that because that is my favorite Disney film, my favorite animated film, and stuff like that. But yeah, I posted that 7 days ago, and I have like 183 views or something. So that's awesome. Thank you guys for that and the support. But yeah, so if I watched that a day or two before that, God, I haven't had time to watch a movie in like, if that's 7 days, like 8 days or something, maybe 9 days. Or I guess it would have been 8 days before I posted that Lion King video. So and I don't know, tomorrow I know I have an appointment. Maybe I'll be able to watch one Thursday or Friday, but I know. Oh yeah, I was gonna say that. So Super Mario, Dave's popping it up here. He says, "Sorry, my speech text messed up when I was putting that in. But tomorrow I'm going grocery shopping and I'm picking up a new Lego set and I'm picking up a few physical media things off Amazon." Awesome. Well, speaking of physical media things off Amazon today, I guess they went live both today, but I pre-ordered the Fight Club 4K Soap Steelbook. And I also pre-ordered Scream 4, just the slipcover version. So I haven't bought a film in probably since my not Christmas, my birthday haul. I bought the Sean Connery 4-film set on, 6-film set on 4K. And so that was in February. So yeah, I don't think I've bought a film or any physical media in a month. So even though these are coming out later, I also pre-ordered Scream 7, but that was on pre-order a couple weeks ago. So today was pretty good that we got the 4K of the 4K announcement of Scream 4 and Scream 4 and Fight Club. So I'm excited for both of those, and I bought those. So Dave is also saying, I'm seeing Super Mario Galaxy on Friday, and I'm planning to pick up a popcorn bucket at my movie theater that I'm going to. They have that star thing in different colors. Yeah, the star is really cool and it lights up. I'm a sucker for Yoshi. I was going back and forth with my brother and my mom, and that's the problem. I have no room. Like, I really have no room. I have a bunch of popcorn buckets, and that Yoshi one is just so cool, though. I've seen a Mario Kart one where Mario's in his cart from the game, and I think it's only at Universal. What's it called? I think it's at only in Universal Epic Universe in Florida. So one day I would love to go there and get that. But man, that Yoshi one looks great. With the if it was just Yoshi, it wouldn't be as good. But to have Yoshi with the egg is awesome, and obviously you get popcorn. But it's huge from what I hear. My boy Luke Ponto 1153, Adam, my man, what's up, dude? I have been slacking, man. I haven't seen your recent live streams. I've been so busy. I just worked 6 days last week. I appreciate you hopping in for a little bit. Hopefully you got a live stream coming up soon that I'll be able to hop in, but I've just been, I'm wrecked, man. But got to do my one live stream a week. And so this one worked out. And next week I do have one scheduled. I'm going to pull that up right here. Oh, it is showing, so I can speak about it. It's once again with Thomas, Horror Fan 34, and he's going to be showing his. I have a few more autographs, and he has a bunch. So we're going to be showing off part 2 of his collection next week on 4/7 at 7:30. So I'm excited for that. I hope you guys are excited for that as well. I'm also going to Chill Out Convention, hopefully going to meet, which is this weekend, but I'll go Saturday, and hopefully going to meet the one and only Ivan Drago, I Must Break You, from man, I'm shot, from Rocky 4. And maybe Carmen Electra, and I don't think anyone else, because this is a very expensive. He's going tomorrow. I can't believe they already have it out tomorrow. Man, remember midnight releases? We would go on like a Thursday at midnight, which was actually Friday or something like that. But I plan to see Super Mario Galaxy tomorrow night. But yeah, I think this one. You're right. Yeah, I think this one does come out tomorrow, April 1st, April Fool's Day, and so that's awesome. I'm super jealous. I bought my tickets. I should get into that. I should say. He says, "Is Brian going?" No, Brian has a. I don't know if this is the one. I know for Chiller Theater that he's going to be on vacation, but this one I'm not sure if he can't swing it or his other plans or something like that. But so he won't be with me at the next two conventions, unfortunately. That's awesome. I'm super jealous, Luke. I did see. Let me pull it up. Let me make sure I'm not making things up because sometimes I leave Instagram and all that hoopla. It's currently has. Listen, I'm not the biggest. What's it called? Tomato meter. Whoops. Why is this not letting me see it? Pause on site. Can I pull this up? Let's see. Present. Let's share screen and let's go to Super Mario Galaxy. So hopefully that means I'm showing it. Make sure I mess up. Yeah, guys, this is crazy. Let me take a drink real quick. So look, we do have 43 reviews, which is, or I'm sorry, geez, 74 reviews, which is not a lot. But I am shocked, man. 43%. That's not good. I get it. It's a what would you call it? I don't know, video game movie. They get slammed a lot, or the critics aren't the best. But I agree with Dave. Dave is like, Rotten Tomatoes doesn't like animated films unless it's Disney or Pixar. Yeah, I totally agree. So of course, I'm still seeing it. I bought my tickets with my brother. I saw the last one with him as well, and we do not love him to death, but we don't have a lot that we can talk about, so to speak. Like, there's a lot of movies that he's very nonchalant about that I'm super passionate about, whether it's like Batman or other superheroes and stuff like that. But he likes Harry Potter, or we both love Harry Potter. Obviously Mario, we both grew up playing the video game Super Mario 64, and yeah, so we bought these tickets together. I made sure, I was like, hey, you're not doing anything on Saturday because we're going to see this film. But I do want to see real quick. Why not? Let's pull up the nope, that's also, so that's Super Mario Galaxy. Let's pull up the other one, the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Hard to believe it's been 3 years, guys. And okay, so yeah, that totally makes sense. So we've got make sure I'm showing it as well. We've got a 59%, and so that doesn't look like it's too far off from the critics with 288 reviews, and we've got 10,000 plus with a 95%. I did, spoiler alert, I did watch it again in preparation for the new film, and that will be coming out. Is that my next video? I hope I'm not sharing that screen. Let's see. With my next upcoming video. Let's see, guys. Yes. Okay. So tomorrow, yeah, things switched a little bit. So I had to release that Super Mario Galaxy Happy Meal toy because on Sunday, the day I actually got the toy and the Happy Meal, because tomorrow, which is when the movie's coming out, which is very strange. I don't know why they're releasing it on a Wednesday. I do know a lot of people have. What's it called? I do know a lot of people have spring break, the kids and stuff like that. But I would think that they would, still do it on a Friday because maybe in New Jersey, a lot of elementary schools and middle schools and stuff like that are off. But I'm pretty sure that it doesn't make a lot of sense that that they would do it on a Wednesday. But it's going to be in theaters for a long time. It's going to make, what do I think? What do I think it's going to make? What did that's one made $1 billion, right? Super Mario Bros. Movie made $1.36 billion on $100 million budget. I would love to hear if Luke is still watching, what his prediction is financially. I'm thinking 1.3 is a lot, but this is an easy, you get the old crowd who played the video games, you get the young crowd who, the parents take the kids to the movies. But I'm gonna say like 700 million. So we're gonna be, definitely a little bit less than. I don't think it's gonna hit $1 billion. The hype has been huge. Maybe it will hit $1 billion. Yeah. So let me catch up in the chat real quick. Let's see what we got here. So we've got I'm really hoping that my movie theater gets the Michael Collectibles Cup or the Michael Popcorn Bucket, because the Michael Popcorn Bucket and collectible cups are cool. I think they have a fedora popcorn bucket, which looks really cool. So it's like Michael's hat, but it's like flipped over. So I actually think that one's really cool. The collectible cup looks like a microphone. That's a great idea. That he had, and it looks like it has diamonds on it. And the popcorn bucket in his hat has sparkles in it. Yeah, it's really cool. And you know, it's funny, Dave. We were going back and forth on live streams before about what's it called? If the movie was going to be, if this was going to be one film or two films or everything. And I still, it's weird. I thought we debunked it. I thought it was going to be two films, and then they said now it was going to be one film. But now I keep hearing on places like this is only part one. So maybe it's like Wicked, how we won't know until like the movie's over, and they'll flash like a part two on the screen or something. I don't really know. But now I'm hearing that's going to be like two films, which is cool. I mean, it definitely makes sense. It's hard to cram that into a 2.5 hour film or something like that. But we've got at JCar2000ANZ. Shout out, my dude. Hey, Adam, I'm pretty much new here. Well, welcome, man. We appreciate it. Everybody, all is welcome here on Movie Magic 96. I am pretty much new here, but I will try and watch your live streams when time allows. I really appreciate it, man. Go watch my. I'm most proud about my reviews. So any film. I have a playlist of conventions and reviews and taste tests and all those things, but these scripted reviews are essentially why I started the YouTube channel. I really wanted to talk about movies and get everything like accurate and write a script and make it professional and stuff like that. So I appreciate it. Let's see what else we got here. Let me. Oh, I missed my. Where am I? Where did I go? Here we go, guys. We've got Acres of Stacy. I really appreciate always hopping on here. She's got great questions. She's got new Bowfinger special edition announced. Do you like that one? I have not seen Bowfinger with the incredible. Listen, we got, before we even say the names, I mean, we've got Steve Martin, we've got Eddie Murphy, we've got Heather Graham, Jamie Kennedy, John Cho. Like we've got a great cast in that film. I have not seen that in the longest amount of time. I did not know that it was getting a new special edition, but I would check it out again. I don't think I'll buy it. I'm really trying to slow down on physical media. And let me see, what is that will, let me go on blu-ray.com. Bowfinger. Oh, it's a 4K. Oh, that's awesome. So we got a Bowfinger 4K from, looking like it is from, let's see here. Again, can I present? Let's share screen, Bowfinger, and let's see here. We got Bowfinger. Okay, we got a native 4K transfer, which is great. It doesn't show if it has HDR10 or Dolby Vision, and it looks like it only has Master Audio 5.1 DTS. So, I mean, again, this was shot 99, so we don't need a Dolby Atmos. 7.1 would have been cool. But yeah, I mean, glad that we got Shout Factory coming out with some new comedies. I hate that it's $45. I just let's see if Fight Club's on here. There it is. All right, cool. It doesn't have the price, and let me see what let's see, Fight Club with that beautiful soap steelbook, and let me see. Oh, let me close that. All these videos and stuff like that popping up. But let me see. I pre-ordered it today because I'm insane. Let me shrink that. And let's see. Without doxing myself or anything, we have. When I pre-ordered it, it doesn't have a picture, which is funny. But today when it popped up, it's Fight Club 4K arriving May 12th, and it says $39.99. So hopefully it stays like that. That's not too bad. And then we can also go to 20 Scream 4, which was strange that it didn't have. Did I type that in right? Scream 4 2011. So for some reason, Blu-ray.com doesn't have the 4K steelbook. I have a slipcover for all the other ones, and it looks like it's rounded, which is a little. Is that strange? Let's see my other one. Scream. Yeah, that might be a little strange. So I do know that it's another studio. So these guys are from Paramount, of course. So it would be a little weird to have a rounded edges. We're just nitpicking here, guys. I'm sorry, but to have the rounded edges on the is this Lionsgate Stream 4? Yes, Lionsgate. Oh, it also says Steelbook right there. So there is another one. Listen, I like the artwork. We've got Ghostface. We've got essentially the camera we have the camera in the mouth and then the red light on the top. We've got Kirby, we've got Emma, about to say Emma Stone. Geez, Emma Roberts, and Dewey and everybody. I really do like this with all the lights and everything. I think it looks pretty good, and I'm excited for to see it on 4K. But I have a bad feeling that they're not going to be able to fix that. It's essentially just how the wet. Okay, so this is the same picture. So the same picture. Let me show it there. So on this Blu-ray, we have the same picture of Neve Campbell. We have looks like the same picture of Courtney Cox, but a different image of I believe Kirby. I haven't seen this in a long time, and then Dewey and stuff like that. But we do have the same pictures of Neve and Courtney. So we got that there. I don't know if they'll be able to fix that overblown what's the word? Jeez. Overblown cinematography and all the brightness and stuff. I really hope they do. Also, if you guys can see that there, I'm going to highlight $42.99. I did pre-order this today. And Amazon pulls some funky stuff sometimes where it'll be $42.99 and then like the day after it comes out, they drop it. So sometimes they get you. But look, this is what I'm not happy. Look, it's an upscaled 4K. So it's an upscaled 4K. Good, we have Dolby Vision HDR10. Good, we have Dolby Atmos. But not happy about that upscale 4K. Rather, it would be a native 4K. It looks like the Lionsgate did not go back and do a brand new restoration or anything, which is a shame. So I don't know how much of a difference this is going to be from the. I hate these videos popping up. I apologize, guys. I don't know how much difference going to look from the Blu-ray to this, considering it's upscaled. So let's see. We've got Jay Carr saying, I guess can I shrink this? I think it'll be 1.5. Wow. Okay, so cool. So listen, we love absolutely speak what you think, speak your truth. So he thinks that it's going to do better. So I could be wrong. Sequels do better, if not better from critics or audience, better in the box office because more people know about it, more people want to see in theaters. So hey man, absolutely. So we've got Stacy saying hi, Adam and Luke. Luke and Jay Carr excited for the program. Will you see He-Man in cinemas? So Stacy, I haven't seen. Let's stop sharing that. Let's see. He-Man 2026. Nicholas, Camila, Jared Leto's in it. But Idris Elba's in it. So I have never been maybe I saw the Dolph Lundgren film like once. And Meg Foster and Courtney Cox was in this. James Tolkien, Courtney Cox. Wow. Exactly, because I haven't seen it in the longest amount of time. I was never big on Masters of the Universe, or I don't know. I guess because it was the 80s, it was before my time. But I won't see it in theaters. Love me some. What was I gonna say? Definitely see it when it comes out on streaming or something like that. But no, I will not see it in theaters. Interested to see if Obsession is a hit too. Will you see that one? Not in theaters. I had a bad what do you call it? Obsession from 2025? Is there a new Obsession? Obsession, Curry Baker. Oh, I see. Because this was we were talking about this with Luke before. Michael Johnson, Indy Navarrete, of the Curry Baker film. Yeah. I wanted to see what was that other film we were just talking about. Man, geez, I'm shot. The other live stream, man. I apologize, guys. The other horror film that just came out that we were talking about, that they said had great sound design and stuff like that. We'll come back to that. It's gonna be 2 films. Okay, so they did announce it. Are you planning on seeing the drama with Robert Pattinson and Zendaya? No, but I love them both. I would love to see. I would love to see that in theaters. I'm sorry, geez, guys. I'm so sorry. Again, I'm burnt out. We must power through. I'd love to see that on streaming. Love me some Robert Pattinson and Zendaya. Obviously, what's up, everyone? Dropping in to say hi. B Dubs Movie Hub, Brian. I'll be over on Luke's channel in about 20 minutes. Yeah, this one should hopefully not go long. So hopefully I can hop onto Luke's. And so I'll check this out in full tomorrow. Have a good show. No, I appreciate it, man. So I will, hopefully this one won't be too long and I can hop over there and say hello there. We've got Jeff, aka John Doe Juggalo. Jeff, I really appreciate it, man. We did our live stream and you've been such a amazing content. Everybody go follow John Doe Juggalo, aka Jeff. And listen, Jeff is the video game guy, so I'm excited to see what he wants to if he's taking the kids, the whole family to see Super Mario Galaxy and what he thinks is it going to do great, is it going to do bad, or is it going to make more money or less money from the last film, over $1 billion. We've got It's from Shout Factory. Hey Brian, hey Joe, hey Stacy, hey Dave, hey Jeff. Stacy's saying I predict 1.05 billion, but huge opening and second week. Yeah, I could definitely see a second week drop if kids are out of what's it called, spring break. We've got hey Jeff, we've got hey, I appreciate all the everyone saying hi to everybody in the chat. That's awesome, guys. Jeff is doing Hux challenges. Those are fun. Jeff is doing them, or Hux challenges. I know that I know Brian's doing them. Brian's great. Brian just posted a video today about his Lionsgate limited haul and stuff. They sure. Oh, Jeff's doing them as well. They sure are. Stacy, same here. Stacy, loving the challenge. Editing my week 12 now. We've got Joel. Joel's the man. I'm fine with the screen floor, but the fact that it's an upscaled, and again, the fact that it's upscaled, I don't think it's gonna look any different. I'm gonna make my guess now, but yeah. And again, that it looks so blown out and bad. I think we're gonna be disappointed with it, unfortunately. What will you do for birthday and DVD and John week? Is it your okay, so this is, I think Stacy's talking about the movie challenge. I'm not sure what the birthday and here's everything I have on pre-order. Let's see. Oh guys, shout out to trying to wake me up here. Look at how gorgeous this is. How do I move? Okay. Look at how gorgeous this, you guys know I love purple. I mean, that's the main color for all the thumbnails. Look at all this detail on this monster. It's actually not that good. I'll tell you right now. The ultraviolet monster. But I love this. Listen, we got embossed. We got some embossment on the monster can. And I think I had a collection of like weird things like I have a collectible cups collection in a tote bag up in the attic, but I think I might start collecting like either beer cans or monster cans or something, because these are just so cool. I love these things, man. And just picking up different flavors from Wawa's and gas stations. I will not be able to sleep tonight. This is a bad choice, but as you can tell, I'm shot. JCar 2000 ANZ. Acres of Movies forgot to say hi, hello, sorry. Thanks, enjoying the program. What is your favorite movie still? That is a great question, and I wish I knew. Favorite movie still on DVD? Man, I might have to Google that. Movies stuck on DVD. Let's see. This guy's got a Letterboxd or a what do we have here? I don't know a lot of these. Oh, Encino Man. I don't know if I would put that as my favorite, but yeah, Encino Man, that's pretty crazy. Arizona Dream, that was a Johnny Depp one, but I wouldn't say my favorite. Wow, I don't know a lot of these. Punisher from 1989, maybe, if this list is accurate. No, Three Ninjas with Hulk Hogan definitely got a right? Didn't that definitely have a what's it called? Was this Hulk Hogan or was this the I'm thinking about something else. Three Ninjas. What's the one with Hulk Hogan? Man, I wish I knew. That would be a great idea for a video. So again, I appreciate that, Stacy. What is your favorite movie and how many times have you seen it? That is a great question. I break it down into categories. You can follow me on Letterboxd, which should also be Movie Magic 96. Favorite Disney or animated movie is The Lion King, and I just did a video about that on my channel. Favorite superhero movie is The Dark Knight from 2008. Batman is also my favorite superhero. Man, what was the other one I was going to say? Oh boy, now let's look on my Letterboxd. Here we go, here guys. Here we go. Let's see. Favorite horror movie. Okay, yeah. So favorite horror movie. Of course, we got to go with the original Halloween, 1978. And then favorite, and I have a video. I have a review for Lion King that just came out. I just watched the right there. I just watched The Dark Knight on 4K. I got an upgrade for that box set for very cheap, and so I reviewed it. But that's not coming out for a little bit. I'm ahead of the game. Halloween 1978, and Star Wars means so much to me. Those first 6 films, and only those first 6 films. Shots fired at Disney. But right now it's Empire Strikes Back, but it switches all the time from Empire Strikes Back to A New Hope. So he got A Night on the Seven Kingdoms, the complete first season. Scream 4, Scream 7, Amazon exclusive. Yeah, I think you got the one with the toy robot thing. Shout out to Dave, big horror fan. We love it. Okay, so already have our Mario tickets paid for. Should be about the same as the first ones, I believe, money wise. Got you. And hey, Collector Movie Man, always enjoy your videos. I don't think there will be a part 2. This one ends where the main positivity from Michael is at its peak. They won't want to show stuff after 1990. Oh, so it's going to end in the 90s. Okay. He's got some good stuff in the 90s. And we'll have enough money not to look into. What dreams may come. That Flintstones 4K Steelbook looks really cool. And I have 50 First Dates. I love it. I've just seen it so many times. I think that one will look good because as you can see, this experience high definition, this is old, man. This is like early Blu-ray days, 2006, 2007 or something. So yeah, so that one should hopefully look good, especially that beautiful Hawaii setting. Yeah, that Flintstone Steelbook looks great. And guys, Halle Berry on 4K. My goodness. Flintstone Steelbook, 50 First Dates, Mortal Kombat Arrow. Yeah, the 2 box sets. I just hate that you have to get Annihilation because that film is horrible. 10 Cloverfield Lane. Again, another horror film for Dave. We love it, man. Okay, let's see. Excited for all the new special editions. The Patriot 4K, Masters of the Universe Revelation. So look, we're gonna go. Wow, it's been 30-something minutes already. We're gonna go into the questions already, and let's see what we can do here. Do we screenshot these? Do we not screenshot these? I don't know. Let's see. Do I have this one screenshotted? Sure. So yes. So we're gonna go into some of these questions. Got a good amount here. Nothing too crazy. Hopefully, it won't be on too long. But we do have, let's go first question. So we do have, some of them are going to be cringy. I apologize. I looked through some of them, but this was meant to be, I do have a video on my channel. That's like my first, wow, let's see, videos, oldest, 3, 4, 8, 9, my 10th video on the channel is called Get to Know Me, Questions and Answers. And it has 76 views. So I'm excited, to go back to, excited to go back to that, just to do a topic and talk about myself personally. If you guys want to know a little bit more, other than the movies, stuff like that, even though that's my main, that's my main, what's it called, content and stuff. I don't want to make a video that's another video like that because it probably won't do as well. But for live stream and long form content, it's cool. So we got Dave saying, let me know next time when you do these streams so I can make sure to ask questions because I didn't even see that one thing. Totally fine. Yeah, I this one should have been set as a premiere, but you would have to look at my channel to check that out. Yeah, man, I appreciate it. Again, babble on these live streams and just have a good time. It's different type of content. But the reviews I'm very proud of, and the convention videos I'm very proud of. Reviews being scripted, and convention videos going and meeting all the people, Daniel Harris and Roger L. Jackson, Skeet Ulrich, and all those people. So those I'm very proud of. So I appreciate you joining as well. But first one, cringy, I know, but what are we gonna do? It says send me anonymous messages. Single by choice or what? No. So I 30 years old. And I 2 years ago, I try to keep it as open as possible. 2 years ago, I got out of my last relationship, and nothing. I unfortunately I haven't been able to go on a date or dating anyone or anything. It's tough nowadays to I tried for a long time. I tried to dating apps and going out to bars and clubs and all these other things, which are not really me, but I sort of just gave up, unfortunately. It's tough, you know, when it shouldn't be as hard as like swiping through 200 people and getting like one match and then the match doesn't even respond, or like asking, you know, someone in public to, you know, hang out or, you know, something, and then, you know, and you don't get one answer. It's unfortunately in the modern age with technology and everything turned into like a job, not a job interview, but just, you know, it stinks. So unfortunately, you know, a lot of guys, whether you're my age or in general now, are lonely, and it stinks. But so yeah. So what else do we have here? Favorite, here we go. Favorite album you were able to see in I'm sorry if this is flipped, guys, but favorite album that you were able to see in concert? That's a great question. Music is my second passion. Yeah, I've been to 40 something concerts. I started going to concerts when I was 17, when I can like drive and stuff. And I haven't gone to one this year. So from 17 to 29 in 12 years, I went to 40 something concerts, 45, 42. Wow. I can't believe it took me that long to think about it. I just saw My Chemical Romance, my favorite band, was at the football stadium where the Mets and the Giants play, which is MetLife Stadium. And last summer they were there and performed that album. And that's one of my favorite albums of all time. And to see that live was insane, considering they broke up when I was like 17 and then were broken up from 2013 to 2019. And then there was the pandemic. And so I saw them I saw them once before that. This is the second time I've seen them. But yeah, so to see them in concert and to see this scale of concert where, you know, they were dressing up in costumes and played for super long. They did their Black Parade set, and then they did their regular set of songs that were not from the Black Parade. Was absolutely unbelievable and like a highlight of my concert career. Is this the next one? Favorite album? Favorite pre-2005 Batman. Look at that. They knew I was going to say Christian Bale. You know, it switches. I grew up I saw all those Christian Bale movies in theaters, but, you know, I had the VHS tapes of, you know, all of the 89 to 90, 97 with Batman and Robin. I mean, if you don't say, I can't say that, everything's subjective, but Michael Keaton, I usually say Michael Keaton 9 times out of 10. And I'm going to say Michael Keaton because this is pre-2005 Batman. But yeah, Christian Bale did something incredible. Maybe it's because the films I liked more. Yeah, I mean, Dark Knight's phenomenal. And Dark Knight Rises, I don't know why that's gone down in years, that people have like started, you know, talking crap about it. But it's really good as well. So obviously, since this is pre-2005 Batman, I'm going to go Michael Keaton. I love Michael Keaton and those Tim Burton films. But Batman's my favorite superhero, and I have such nostalgia for those films, watching them on VHS all the time. All right, let's see. Here we go. I love the music questions, guys. Bands, top 3 and top 3 singers. I can do the first one off the top of my head. Favorite band, My Chemical Romance. Second favorite band is Blink-182. I've seen all 3 bands. And then third favorite band is Green Day. So My Chemical Romance. My cousin got me into when I was 8 years old in 2004. 3 Cheers from Sweet Revenge came out, and uh, I'm looking at my posters over. I'll show you guys these displays, which you might have seen before. Let's see. Yep, we go this way. There you go. There's three of them with Black Parade, 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge, and American Idiot. But yeah, so my cousins were, or my cousin was obsessed with My Chemical Romance, and she got me into them. I think they're the best band, lyrics and guitar and stuff like that, of the three that I just named. But yeah. So My Chem, Blink is the band, and I listen to them the most. I would probably say Blink is the band. If I play guitar, but if I was ever to start a band or write anything, it would be Blink. Like just that pop punk, like singing about like the ex-girlfriend that broke up with you, and like, you know, fart jokes and everything like that. I don't ever have to be in a mood to play Blink. If I'm happy, if I'm sad, if I'm anything like that, I love them so much. So that would be the band that I would be into if I could, you know, start a band, and that would be the music I would play. I love pop punk. It's like my favorite genre. And then Green Day. Green Day was the first band that I got all their CDs for when I used to go to Walmart and Target and Circuit City. And so again, American Idiot came out in 2004. I was 8 years old. And I bought that one. I bought Dookie, and which are still two of the best albums of all time. And it's funny because when you went to Best Buy and all these other places, you would, you know, I didn't know what was next, and next was the Insomnia album and all these other things. And you know, growing up with a band is very awesome and important to me, but they're just phenomenal in every way. Singers is tough, man. Lyrically, Gerard Way, and he sounded great live, so I don't want to say not. I don't want to say those same three people. I love Billy Joe from Green Day can sing the alphabet or sing an 80s like pop song or anything, and I'll like it. So I'll try to say something different. What can I say? I love Chester Bennington. I was able to see him. He's probably got the best scream. Yeah, so I'd probably say Chester Bennington. I was able to see him from Linkin Park before he passed. And so yeah, I guess I'd say those three. This was kind of what Stacy was saying before. Favorite movie you don't own on anything on. I have Home Alone 2, but I don't have the original Home Alone, which is crazy. I guess because it's on TV every year or streaming. But yeah, at some point I have to get this. I just found at Best Buy. It was like, and I don't think they have this on 4K, but this was just on Best Buy, and what do you call it? Had the slipcover. So I was like, well, why would I order it on Amazon if I can get it with these fancy, like, you know, Christmas slipcovers? So let me check back on here. We've got, yeah, Jill has been rising in the ranks as these last Ghostface reveals have not been good. She has definitely been rising in the ranks. Next year, you should definitely consider doing Hux 52 challenge. It allows you to. I agree, Dave. I think the problem is, I don't know if it's the way I do videos or just the time and everything. It's very overwhelming currently with YouTube, because if you think about it like this, like say you start the month with nothing to watch, and then there's two things you want to see in theaters, and then you buy, you buy two things for the physical media, and then there's two things that come on streaming. You're like, okay, so I have to now review two things in the theaters and two things that movies that came in that I bought, and two things on. So now I have 6 films that I have to review, and you have to review them at the right time. So you're like, okay, so this movie's coming into theaters on Friday, so I got to see it on Friday. I got to write my review on Saturday. I got to take it out on Sunday, because if not, everybody's already going to watch everybody else's videos. and you're like, well, I really wanted to watch this one because I just bought it, and but this one takes longer for me, how I make my videos, because I have to do the 4K screenshots and the menu screen and go into the 4K quality and all that stuff. So that was the reason why I didn't, because it's very hard. And with my job or just with working and stuff, I work, I get home, it's dinner time. I'm lucky enough that my mom cooks, and then I eat, shower, and then I got 3 hours a night to myself, from 7 to 10 o'clock. And if I'm not live streaming, or one night, I say it like this kind of, I watch a video, or I watch a movie and write my review, and that's one night. So say that's a Monday, for example, and then Tuesday I'll film it and do a couple things. I can't start editing because editing takes forever. So maybe I'll like take a picture for my thumbnail, or write the hashtags out, or figure out when it's going to get released, or just do something else. And then editing could take another day or two. So it might be like one film a week, or 2 films a week. So I think since I started YouTube, I watched less films. Maybe I only watched 52 movies in a year. So yeah. So Dave's saying, yeah, dating sucks, especially after you hit a certain. I agree. It's very hard. Yeah. I mean, when you're in high school or college, at least there's other people in the same boat as you. But now it's just, it's hard. My best friend's gotta love him to death and love his wife. My best friend's married, has a baby. My other best friend is married as well, and what I'm saying is, the partners start to get married, and then the dating pool shrinks. Last relationship is into, yeah, man, it's tough. It's unfortunate. I've joined every single dating app, and the thing is with these dating apps, now you have to pay. Yeah, that's what stinks too. I got rid of, or I just have like the free ones of like, yeah, I kind of don't want to say on here, but yeah, just have like the free dating apps. And I don't know, it'll say like, hey, you have 5 matches or whatever, and then you can't ever match with them, even if you swipe like every day. So it's ridiculous. I didn't know they were doing a Murder, She Wrote movie. Murder, She Wrote. My grandma used to watch the show with Angela Lansbury, but I didn't know they were doing a movie. Murder, She Wrote movie. Jamie Lee, I'm in. Jamie Lee Curtis. I love Jamie Lee Curtis. I would watch her read the dictionary, anything, or read the phone book, whatever they say. Love me some Jamie Lee Curtis. That would be awesome. I think Michael Keaton is probably my 3rd favorite Batman. First 2 are Christian Bale and Robert Pattinson. I could see Robert Pattinson going up, but he's only got the 1 film so far. And man, when the Batman 2 comes out, that's one of my most anticipated. Dave says, I like your room. I did do a room tour. What was that called? Let's see. Let's go to my channel. Room. 1 year ago, movie room tour, 2 rooms. It came out 1 year ago. It's 274 reviews. So please, Dave, go watch at the end. I actually have this room that I sleep in, my movie room, and then my other room, because my brother moved out and I got too much crap. So I went between the 2. I don't review movies that I watch or Hugs Challenge, and this is my 2nd year doing it. I just read a little review on Letterboxd. Yeah, unfortunately, I wish I had the time and everything. I wish I was able to write Letterboxd reviews. I wish I had time for what was it called? Shorts. I wish I knew how to do reels or shorts or anything, but I kind of just put 110% in those long form reviews. And then these live streams are, just for fun and, get my watch time hours up and to connect with the community and stuff like that. But that's true. I could watch films and just not review them, but time is I want to say time is money because I'm not monetized, but time is, for the essence. So they did favorite movie. This has to be my friend. This is not one of you guys. This is my friend trolling. Messi versus Ronaldo in one-on-one. Who wins? Listen, I don't know about one-on-one because soccer is a very team sport. And unfortunately, I know it is football, but I call it soccer because that's all I've known when I was growing up. But look, I'm the biggest Messi fanboy. I saw him. I was supposed to see him twice. And so I bought tickets for Messi at the Frank. We got Frank here. Hey, Adam, Frank's media review. We love Frank on here. I appreciate it, man. I was supposed to see Messi twice. I only saw him once. So for the Red Bulls, New York Red Bulls, even though they play in New Jersey. Inter Miami came to play them, and it rained the whole game, and Messi wasn't even in the building. He was injured. So that was horrible. I spent like $300 or $400 or something ridiculous, and he wasn't even there. So then I bought tickets for the Copa America, which is international teams, and it was Argentina versus Chile. And in MetLife Stadium where the Jets and Giants play, and they won in the 88th minute. Argentina, Lautaro Martinez had a goal, and that was such an awesome moment. Thank God I was able to see Messi play. The tickets are, it's just not even a thought for the World Cup in New Jersey, but so good thing I was able to see him play. I don't have much against Ronaldo. I don't hate him. I don't have anything against him. But I mean, I could just break it down with like Messi has more Messi's more Ballon d'Or. He is the FIFA Player of the Year, the Golden Shoes. Everyone wants to say the World Cup, so like I'm trying to think of things that are not. Obviously, Messi has a World Cup and Ronaldo does not. Messi has to do it, and he's smaller, he's shorter, he's skinnier. Ronaldo's he's a tank. He's a amazing player. But Messi has to do it, and he's smaller. And Messi has more assists, and he has less goals, but he has less appearances. So I don't know how long either of them are going to continue to be, but Messi's like right behind him on goals, and Messi pretty much beats him in every category. So I love me some Messi, and loved him the most on Barcelona with Suarez and Neymar. That team was just amazing. Those teams. That's got to be my buddy trolling me. Best popcorn bucket. Best one I own or best one in general? So I'm going to be honest with you. That Yoshi one is incredible. I think if it's one I own, I'll grab this real quick. Okay. And I have a popcorn bucket collection on my channel. But of course, guys, I mean, come on here. Come on. What are we even talking about? Look at this. Look at you. Funny story about this. Just no words. Funny story about this. One night, I called my AMC local. I called a bunch of theaters, and one of them had it. And I had I don't know what I was doing. Maybe I came home from work or shower or did something where I was like not gonna leave for the night. And I was like, let me just call these places. And I called one, and they were like, oh, we have it. And I was like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. And this was expensive. This, I can't remember what it was. It was like $50 or something. Probably the most expensive I spent. But this was for the Jaws 50th anniversary. So last year in 2025, because it came out in 1975. And I had to do it. And it's phenomenal. And it's huge. And I'm so glad I have it. I have other ones, and you'll see them in the videos where I have the Ghostface one and Robert Pattinson one. But can you April, I'm starting my House of Dragons season 1 through 2 and Game of Thrones through 8. I will be watching all these in June. That's a lot to watch in 1 month. Can you fit your hand? Not my head, but you can fit your hand in there. I mean, this thing is just massive. And I don't put popcorn in it because it takes it's hard to clean them out and stuff like that. So I'll put that to the side. But I love that thing. Man, do I love that thing. I also have a Mummy Mickey popcorn bucket. It's in the other room. Maybe I can grab it later. I love that because I got it at Disney World, and I love Mickey Mouse. And I think it was limited to the party. There was a Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party, and it was limited to there. And I think it glows in the dark. Here we go, Frank. What's your favorite movie pickup of 2026? What's your favorite movie addition in your wow? I only bought. Don't unsubscribe. Don't do the things that I think the only thing I bought this year was the Sean Connery 6-film collection, which I haven't had time to start because I've just been so busy with all the catching up on everything else. Dave got me 8 Mile, so I can't count that because he got that for me on 4K. Brian got me the Lords of Dogtown. I guess I'll pull him and make it look. Let me put this back. Dave got me 8 Mile on 4K, which I reviewed, and that's on the channel. Brian got me Lords of Dogtown, the Steelbook, and these are in my birthday haul video. But that's the only thing I bought so far, Frank's Media Reviews, myself personally. But I did pre-order. I said this earlier in the stream, but totally cool. I pre-ordered the 4K of Fight Club, the Steelbook, and so I do have. This will be an upgrade because I do have it on Blu-ray. That's my most excited for. Coming out is the Fight Club 4K. Better packaging. Hopefully it looks really good. I believe it's a native 4K. And we were talking about before that Scream 4 is an upscaled 4K. And with the lighting issues, I don't think it's going to look that good. Also because it's an upscaled 4K. So, and Scream 7, you know, it's shot digitally. I saw it in theaters already. But anytime something's shot on film and it's a film that I love this much, it's going to look really good. So that's my most anticipated. Not that you asked that, but I'm sorry. I go off on tangents. And what is your favorite movie edition? Oh, man. It's probably too hard to pick one. I mean, I have really cool editions like, you know, like the House of a Thousand Corpses box set. But it's Blu-ray. And I mean, it's awesome that it comes with it comes with a book and like all these other things, but it's Blu-ray. And favorite like Steelbook, I'll go through a couple things. Like this Steelbook is incredible for Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I mean, you can see him here, but all the Halloweens, you know, all these Halloweens look gorgeous on 4K, and you know, considering they're from different studios, the fact that Scream Factory did that was awesome. Man, I don't know if I could pick one. I'm not a big like huge box set person. I don't have any like shelf toppers. I just have my masks up there, so I'm not sure. But hopefully I answered that question. What's up, Evan Horror Fan? What's up, brother? How you doing? But you have a good night, Adam. I will send you my absolutely. I appreciate it. You can just go. All right, Frank. Top 3 TV shows of all time. Oh, I put some. Speaking of that, I put something on my channel that Luke messaged me today, and I actually did think about that. Your favorite series? It was like favorite movie, favorite series, and guilty pleasure movie. And yes, so Stranger Things, number 1. Number 2, Breaking Bad. Number 3, Sopranos. For TV shows with the plot. I would not be able to figure out like sitcoms. I love Seinfeld. I love Friends. I love Big Bang Theory. I love Batman the Animated Series. I'm not the biggest TV show person, so that I would not be able to do. I still haven't watched by Sean Connery. Yeah, it's so much. Are any of your movies signed? So I have one movie signed, which maybe I can grab that as well. The first person I met at a convention was Bam Margera, and who is just like an idol of mine. And so I brought my childhood Jackass DVD, and I probably wouldn't get it on newer content or something because I'm very weird. So I keep it in the other room and like a little like trifold thingy. So I don't know how to describe it. Yeah, so I do that because I don't want it to get damaged, even though he signed on the paper, right? Like he didn't sign or the artwork, like not on anything, but I don't want it to get damaged or anything. So I do have that. But I like getting all the 8x10s and I keep them in my binder. Sopranos was a great show. Yeah, Sopranos was phenomenal. Which I actually watched recently, but I watched it on HBO Max because I was too young when that came out. I was like 3. Did you pre-order the 4K of Stranger Things? I did not. I'm the worst. I know. Of all 5 things, it did go down. I wouldn't want the big one that has like, I don't need the patch or art cards or booklet or any of that stuff. 145 is doable. I'm just like, man, I should. Considering it's my favorite show, I should. But that's a lot of money, and I don't know where I'm going to fit it on the shelf. Top 3 are Stranger Things, Walking Dead, and Cobra Kai. I have still not watched Cobra Kai. I'm the worst. I want to. I love Karate Kid. I met Ralph Macchio. I have a Karate Kid review if you want to check that out on the channel. And so I have to. Walking Dead, I hear people say like, oh, it was great, you know, up until this point or that point or whatever. And it's hard for me, man, to go from what are the words? Like watch this show and it's 12 seasons and the first 3 seasons suck. I'm like, it just takes so much time. It's hard to do. So again, when you're reviewing things, all the time and trying to catch up with all that, it's hard. I really don't have time for TV shows. It stinks. I wish I did, but I would watch The Walking Dead. I love Norman Reedus because I love him in Boondock Saints. We need Boondock Saints on 4K, guys. All right, let me get back to it. Let's see. I should probably write that down so I don't forget. The popcorn bucket and what was the other thing you asked me? Oh, the movie. Signed movie / popcorn bucket. Okay, so hopefully I don't forget that. All right, let's see. Here we go. Another music question. I love my music questions. Metallica or Megadeth? That is a very easy question. It starts with an M-E. No, I'm just kidding. Metallica. Metallica is the best. My favorite metal band is Slipknot, and I saw Slipknot. But Metallica is essentially the Beatles of metal. Like metal is not what it is without Metallica. I would pick James Hetfield over Dave Mustaine, which I don't think is controversial. I would pick rest in peace, but Cliff Burton's one of the best bassists of all time. So you had have a good night, Dave. We can go to albums too. A lot of people would pick the Black Album, Metallica, but for me, I mean, man, I know Master of Puppets. Everyone's gonna say it, so I'd probably go Master of Puppets. Yeah, so I'd probably go Master of Puppets or Ride the Lightning, and then the Black Album are top 3. Yeah, so definitely going Metallica. I love Rob, love Kirk, even though you can go crazy on the whammy. I hate Lars. I feel like everybody hates Lars, but ever since that whole Napster thing when I was really young, I've not liked Lars. And I don't know much about drumming, man, but I've seen videos and stuff, and it doesn't seem like he's the best drummer. And like the Some Kind of Monster documentary, he's not exactly. Well, him and James go back and forth, so I shouldn't just go there, but I don't like Lars. Okay. Metallica it is. All right. Yes, Evan, horror fan. Do you watch any sports? And if so, what are your favorite? We're breaking it down, man. We're doing all of them. Alphabetical order too. Here we go. Baseball, New York Mets. Why am I a Mets fan? Made the wrong choice 30 years ago. No. My dad loves the Mets, and I didn't have a choice. So he wasn't passionate about. He'll watch basketball, he'll watch football, but he really didn't have a team, which is kind of strange. And he was a Mets fan, so I had to be a Mets fan. And but I so many memories going to games when I was a kid. So much fun going to Shea and now Citi Field. But favorite player, I'm looking at his plaque. I have like a plaque of him right now. Is Mike Piazza, catcher, Italian. Just love that guy. And it's definitely Mike Piazza, and then probably Jose Reyes. Growing up, love both of them. And then years later was I love Noah Syndergaard, Thor, if you will. And now it's Francisco Lindor. I have a Lindor jersey over there in the room, and I have a Mike Piazza jersey as well. So baseball, basketball. Okay, so when I was 7 years old, 2003, guys, I'm gonna take you all the way back. A man named LeBron James entered the league on the Cleveland Cavaliers, and I played basketball. I played travel basketball when I was really little. And he was my everything. He was the nicest guy. He's never really had any controversy, besides the whole thing with his selling his sports jerseys in high school, and how he got a Hummer truck. But he's just the nicest guy. He leads in everything, guys. Right? Like I'll never, people who say Jordan is the best, that's fine. I'm not going to argue. I mean, but if you say Jordan's the best, LeBron's number 2, right? Nobody's saying Bill Russell's number 1 and he's got 11 rings. So I get it. LeBron has 4 and Jordan has 6. I get it. Haha. But he leads in everything else, whether it's, points, rebounds, assists, blocks, steals, whatever it is. Leads Jordan and leads, if he's not, number 1, he's in the top 10. So yeah, LeBron's been my guy, and I've just hopped from team to team, whether it's the Cavs or the Heat, and that's when I was in high school. So that was my favorite time watching him and Dwayne Wade. I love Dwayne Wade, but him on the Miami Heat, and he was jacked, man. He was huge. So many memories watching the games with friends and parents and stuff. But so I'm not like I root for Lakers. But if LeBron moved this year, I'd root for whatever team he's on. So I say LeBron. Men's basketball, my team just lost. The Duke Blue Devils. Why am I a Duke Blue Devils fan? My best friend's dad went to Duke. It's that simple. Didn't have a college team to root for, and so we would watch the games with him and his dad. And I was lucky enough to see Coach K in a team in Madison Square, coached the team in Madison Square Garden right before COVID, 2018, 2019, something like that. So that's my basketball team. Football. Here's people going to click off now. Well, I guess, I don't know. The Dallas Cowboys. We suck. We have always sucked my whole life. They won the Super Bowl like 3 months before I was born, 2 months, maybe not even. And they have been horrible since they won that Super Bowl in '96. I am not one to be like, the Mets, we suck. I'm not one to be like, this is our year, or the Cowboys, this is our year. Mets and the Cowboys I've never seen win. And one other team I haven't seen win. But they suck. And the story with that is, again, my dad didn't have a team. The Jets were always horrible, and they're still horrible. I should have picked the Giants if I was smart. But a lot of people like it's Mets, like the Jets, and the Yankees. And if they like the Yankees, they like the Giants. So I didn't really like the Giants growing up. But I would have been able to see them win 2 rings. So my cousin is 10 years older than me. And so he was very little when the Cowboys were the Michael Irvins and the Emmitt Smith and all that stuff. And so I just looked up to him. He's still one of the coolest people. And so I picked them. I was like, I'll be a Cowboys fan. And boy, was that a stupid mistake. College football, Ohio State Buckeyes. Why did I pick the Buckeyes? I loved the name. I knew LeBron was a Buckeyes fan. I know he's a Cowboys fan too, but I didn't know that when I picked them. Because LeBron's from Cleveland in Ohio. I love the name. I love the stadium. I've always wanted to go to Ohio. I've never been there. Love the mascot. Love the red and white and silver, all the colors and stuff. And I was lucky enough to see them win twice. I saw them with Ezekiel Elliott in 2014, and then last year when they won, or 2 years, whenever you want to say that. Football, hockey. Listen, if you live in New Jersey, you got to be a Devils fan. So it's kind of funny that I only have one New York team with the Mets, and then there's only one New Jersey team, but the Devils, because it used to be the New Jersey Nets, but they're not a thing anymore. They're Brooklyn Nets. Unfortunately, I never saw them they won 3 times, but I wasn't born for the first one, and the last 2 I wasn't a fan. When 2003 they won, and 2000 they won. Hockey is the funnest sport to watch in person. I still don't know much about it, but it's so much fun. Jack Hughes is my favorite player. I've got his jersey. Currently he's my favorite player, but Martin Brodeur is my favorite player of all time. And I've been to a bunch of games with my uncle because he loves hockey. So he brought me to my first game. So I love you, Uncle Blank. All right. So those are my sports teams. Favorite 90s comedy. I don't know if I can do a scene. I go back to Rush Hour. Rush Hour is hysterical. Yeah, I'd go back to Rush Hour. Is there a movie I wish was longer? When I when I think of that question, like when I wish a movie was longer, I kind of like that because too many times nowadays movies are like why is every movie like 2 hours and 15 minutes or 2 hours and 30 minutes, and they overstay their welcome. Um, like something like the last Super Mario Bros. That was only an hour and a half, and it went by fast. Is one of the best. It's probably my favorite video game movie. So sure, I want it to be longer, but then something, they could have messed it up. So I think that's always a good thing when you want a film to be longer. That's great. Excited for your movies you make. Favorite genres? Yeah, horror is my favorite genre. You really don't have to like sell me on something. You could be like, it's a new horror film and it stars this person, and I'll see it. I'll be like, oh, Samara Weaving's a new horror film. I'll be like, all right, cool. Or it's a new slasher film, and the reviews are okay, cool, I'm in. Or if it's a bad slasher film, I'll be like, yeah, I want to watch it. So horror films, slashers are my favorite subgenre. I mean, it used to be superheroes were one of my favorite genres, but it just got so muddied down, and when movies like Madam Web and Craven the Hunter come out, you kind of just you're like, I'm over it. He says, Evan Horfin says, you think being a Cowboys fan is bad? I'm a diehard Jets fan my whole life, and I haven't witnessed a playoff. Yeah, it's bad. Do you live in New Jersey, man? And if you do, awesome. If you come to conventions, let me know. I'd love to meet up in person. But I have no hate on the Jets. I would love for the Jets to. It stinks. I really feel like there's a curse where Aaron Rodgers getting injured on that first drive, or like the 1 year Brett Favre was there and they didn't make the playoffs, and you're just like, oh man. I feel like Joe Namath like sold the Jets soul to the devil or something like that, because it's I don't understand. But I totally would root. I have nothing against them. I live in New York, but I always go to conventions. Dude, if you're going to, I'm going to chill out this weekend in Whippany, New Jersey. I'm going to Chiller in Parsippany in this month of April. So yeah, if you're coming, let me know. I'd love to meet up, and you can message me on Instagram. And is that your name on Instagram, Evan Horror Fan, or is it something different? Let's see, Evan. I don't think so. Evan Horror, maybe, possibly, not sure. Here we go. Sorry, I'm going to the next one. Vinyl collection. Yes, as you can see, I have a lot of movies, and vinyl is something I'm passionate about as well. And I started collecting. I was in college. I go through my parents a lot. Like sometimes I'll just pull out one of their records, like an Elton John or Frank Sinatra or something, and spin those. But those are very like, it's a hard hobby to get into because like for the most part, everybody has like a DVD player or something. Vinyl, it's like the records are expensive. They're like 30, 35 bucks. So yeah. So it's expensive, and you have to have a good player, and then you have to have good speakers. So like I have a crappy player. It's like a there's like a, you can connect a speaker, but I have like a Bluetooth speaker to it, and it really doesn't sound any better than like playing stuff from, YouTube or anything. But I do have all the MyChem records. I have all the Blink records. Some Green Day ones like American Idiot. I have like Prince, Purple Rain. I have like maybe I'll grab a couple at the end of the stream. The vinyl collection too. Let's see. Vinyl collection. Okay. I live in New. Oh, we did that. The next convention is NJ Horror and Film. Which one is that? Let's see. I think I should be going to this one. This one has not meeting him, but it has Peter Criss, and it has Bill. Yeah, so I want to meet Bill Moseley. Yeah, so this one I should be going to, hopefully. So if you see me, sometimes I wear this hat, sometimes I don't, because it says you don't have an Instagram. Come say hi. So yes, we got the vinyl collection. Let's see what else. What do we got here? Celebrity childhood crush. I had a few. I guess we'll stick on the movie one, or the music one, I should say. Definitely Avril Lavigne. Definitely definitely had a big Avril Lavigne crush from everything, whether she was just wearing like the tank top and she had the tie. Her style, she was so cool. Like she was so like punk rock, and she would just do stuff that was not like ladylike, so to speak. That she would like curse and spit and I don't know, paparazzi and do all these things. And she was just a badass. Like yeah, so she had like brown long hair, and then she went like blonde for a little bit, and she's still awesome to this day and has so many good songs. I would see her in concert. I don't think she does much, like, because she plays guitar, but like on stage I don't think she like hops around or anything. I think more of her band does that. And we'll go to another band one. Haley Williams, man. Paramore. I saw Paramore at my brother's college, and that was so much fun. But she's stunning and an amazing singer. She's like on the emo Mount Rushmore for sure. So yeah, just everything about it. Had the best hair, and she's just amazing. I really wish she would have still had. I don't know anything about this, but she was married to Chad Gilbert from New Found Glory, and I wish they were still married. They were an amazing couple from what we see in the public. Here we go. Fave / least favorite convention guest. That's a good one, guys. Simple, very okay. So two favorite guests are Danielle Harris and Derek Mears. Danielle Harris was at New Jersey at Monster Mania in Cherry Hill, and her line was very short. She goes to so many conventions, so this is no shade or anything. And she really took her time. She's a great signature. And she said, she wrote like to Adam, Danielle Harris, Happy Halloween, EXO, like took up the whole page instead of writing something small, which was awesome. So that was a bunch of fun to meet her. And then she also let me see her. She's an upcoming film. I told her I watched or listened to all her Talk Scary to Me episodes, which is true. And stinks that it's not a thing anymore. And she showed me a video, the trailer for her new movie with Scout Tara Compton, which I don't know when it's gonna. I hope it comes out soon, but that was like a year ago, so I guess it's still being edited or something. So that was awesome. Second favorite guest, Derek Mears. Derek Mears was a sweetheart. You know, he's this huge guy. He plays Jason in Friday the 13th, 2009. But I told him, you know, it was like one of the first horror films, well, Friday the 13th films I saw. And him and Kane Hodder are my favorite Jasons. He's so badass, and then running Jason, and he really had to do so much in that film, and he just killed it. If they ever make a new film, I would love for him to do it. I don't think they will, because it's been 17 years since that film came out, which is insane to think about. But he took my time, or took the time answering all the questions. He made sure the picture was okay. He was awesome. Least favorite convention guest, Linda Blair. Now, a lot of people have said bad things about Linda Blair. She was nice to me, so I have to preface this. This was at Chiller Theater, and Linda Blair was, she was at least an hour and a half late. So the convention starts at 10, and she got there at like 11:15, 11:30. I always get there an hour early because it takes time these lines are insane. And yeah, you want to knock these favorite celebrity guests out of the way. So she was like an hour and a half late. I was there at 9 a.m. She gets there at like 11:30 or something. And then it took an extra hour, maybe let's say 11. So she was an hour late. And then it took an hour from her getting there for me to meet her. So I could have been in line for like 2.5 hours or something crazy, which just was horrible. And she was nice to me. But I've heard from everyone and their mom that, you know, they were mean to her. One person wasn't happy that she was like, oh, I'm signing the Funko. She signed a Funko, and they said something along the line. She said something along the lines of like, you're just going to resell this anyway, because he didn't want his name on it. And he was like, no, I'm not going to do that. And then somebody was I've just heard other things of people of like her being, and you can watch other YouTubers like say stuff too. And yeah, so I don't know how to say that specifically. She also like, and this is awesome. She has a charity for dogs and stuff. And she'll like, you know, wear a t-shirt and have her backdrop, and it's all about that. But I don't know. She doesn't want to answer a lot of questions about The Exorcist, and it's like you could tell that she kind of like doesn't want to be there. So I would go Linda Blair. Height. Nobody wants. I'm short. I'm a short Italian guy. I'm 5'7". Maybe that's why I can't get a date. No, yeah, that's the first question. Okay. Short Italian guy. Best video on Movie Magic 96. I am glad you asked. I have a Scream review, Scream 1996, and it's like 19 minutes. It's very long. I try to keep my because it's a lot of work and a lot of time and hours of editing. I try to keep my reviews under 10 minutes, and 90% of the time they are. This one's like 19 minutes long. Second favorite slasher of all time, Scream 96. It means so much to me. I had sections of that video where it wasn't just like the review. Usually it's just the review, the 4K review, the menu screen, 4K screenshots, and that's it. I had a section of references to other horror films, like Tatum, Rose McGowan says something like, this is some Wes Carpenter flick or something like that instead of Wes Craven. So I had a section about the meta-ness comments or other horror films they're talking about. I had a section about the references to Halloween. I poured my heart and soul into that. So that's my favorite entire video on that channel. Upcoming videos. Yes, so I think I might have said that in the beginning of the stream. Tomorrow is Super Mario Bros. That 4K review. And I did did I say this? Oh, well. I did a Mulan 4K review, but I think that's going to get changed because this weekend I'm seeing Super Mario Galaxy and I'm also going to a convention. So those two have to take precedent, unfortunately, to get reviews before it while the topic is hot, obviously, because all the reviews for Super Mario Galaxy will be out there. Best convention locations. The most I've been to are Chiller Theater in Parsippany and Monster Mania in Cherry Hill. The Cherry Hill one's my favorite. The lobby's bigger. They have a small celebrity room and a big celebrity room, which I like, and then a very big vendor room, and then hallways with vendors and a smaller vendor room. But I just like how it's laid out. Chiller I love, but it's not laid out the best. There's like 10 different rooms, mainly because there's like 80 celebrities, but some of the rooms have like 3 celebrities in there. And it's kind of awkward. Sometimes you like walk in and there's like no one at someone's table, or like you just want to look at vendor booths and it's like, where is the green room or the cobalt room or the other thing? And it's really hard to find some stuff besides the bigger names guests. So yeah, I would say Monster Mania and Cherry Hill is my favorite convention and location. Band you've seen the most times. Pierce the Veil. Shout out, guys. Shout out Pierce the Veil. But one of them, I guess, was not by choice. Okay, so yeah, so I saw Pierce the Veil. I saw Pierce the Veil at Warped Tour. It was either, I don't know, I was in college, so 2015 or 2016. So I saw them at Warped Tour and chose to see them. I saw them headline a show in New York with Neck Deep, and they were really good. I didn't expect, like, I went essentially for Neck Deep because I hadn't seen them before, but I had seen Pierce the Veil, and Pierce the Veil like blew them out of the water. They were so good. And that was for the Misadventures album, if you guys remember that album from 2016 or 2016. The most recent time they opened for Blink-182 at Citi Field, where the Mets play. So I was going for Blink. I mean, I bought the tickets for Blink, and then they announced that Pierce the Veil was there. But I saw them 3 times. Blink I paid twice to see because it's Blink. But I saw them the first time before Tom was there, so with Matt Skiba. And then the second time I saw them when Tom was there. So I guess you can say by Pierce the Veil, but then by choice, Blink-182. But that had a reason because now Tom's in the band. Have any tattoo? Yes, I do have tattoos, and that's why I cover them up. Again, I try to be Clark Kent when I'm on these streams or when I'm on YouTube and stuff like that, and I like my privacy. But I do. I have 6? I think I have 6. Let's see if Evan said anything else. Let's see. I did. Let's see. He says, I don't know if you answered this question already, but what is your guilty pleasure movie to watch? Mine has to be The Simpsons. I love the Simpsons movie. To me, I define guilty pleasure as something that, like, maybe I say it the wrong way, but like maybe you don't want to tell people. I don't know if I'm thinking that's the right definition, but I went Camp Rock. It could have been a lot of things, High School Musical, or I'm not shy about like I love Disney and the 90s stuff, but I guess this would be one that maybe is surprising, like Jonas Brothers and Disney Channel original movies. So I went Camp Rock, but it's probably a bunch. Mean Girls, but I'm not sure. I love Mean Girls. That's one of the best comedies of all time. What's your top 3 least? Man, I've seen some pretty crappy slasher films. I don't know if I could do a top 3. I mean, I can think of some, like, you know, yeah, I don't know if I can do a top 3, but I mean, Resurrection sucks. Halloween Ends sucks. Cherry Falls is not that good with Brittany Murphy. Unfortunately, I love Brittany Murphy. What was that crappy one I watched? I watched something called Slaughterhouse, which was pretty shitty. It was like a sloth was the killer. I've seen so many. I probably don't own them, obviously, but the Sleepaway Camp 3 is pretty shitty. I wouldn't say it's like the worst though. Have you ever made an 8x10 collection? No, but my last, if you ever want to check out my, if you ever want to check out my last live stream, it is called Livestream with Horror Fan 34 autograph collection. It's posted 11 days ago, and I took my I have a binder with 8x10 photos, and I was flipping through them. It's at like the end of the stream, so skip the first hour, get to wherever I get into it, and I hold up my binder and go through that. So if you want to check that out, absolutely, please do, Evan. Best beer. I don't really drink anymore. I drank in college like everybody does, right? But that's more of a social thing because everybody else is drinking. In my old age of 30, I can't do it, man. Even just having one beer, my stomach just bloats. It just like, like you have a big cheeseburger or something or pizza or whatever, my stomach just expands like a nightmare. So I really don't drink really anything anymore. Speaking of Simpsons versus Family Guy. Listen, guys. Family Guy, like, it's hard. Maybe it's because I'm younger. A lot of people would say Simpsons because the pushing the boundaries and what they did in the 90s, like when the Simpsons came out, Simpsons was good for like 15 seasons. Like in the beginning, like from whatever it was, 1990 or 1989 till the movie came out, like 2006, 2007. It was really good. And I actually on Disney Plus went back and watched the first like 15 or 20 seasons. And it's still good. I don't watch it anymore. And I don't watch Family Guy anymore, but I would take peak Family Guy over peak Simpsons. Family Guy was hysterical. So many things about it. It's horrible now. And Simpsons is probably not good. I don't know. But yeah, Family Guy, we used to watch that religiously. I used to have the DVDs. I got rid of most of them, but yeah, I'm going Family Guy. Stewie, favorite character. Going Stewie. Coke or Pepsi? We're settling the debate. Monster. No, I'm just kidding. Coke for sure. I actually will be that crazy person, and I'll say like at a restaurant like Coke or Pepsi, and if they bring me a Pepsi, I'll be like, I don't like Pepsi. It's too sweet. I really don't. Like Coca-Cola. Don't like Diet Coke. I like Cherry Coke. I love soda, man. It's not good, but root beer, Dr. Pepper, Sprite, Mountain Dew. What else? But Coke's my favorite. If I had to just pick something, Coke, or couldn't tell you the last time I had a vanilla Coke, but I would have a vanilla Coke for sure. Do you smoke? No. I never smoked cigarettes or vapes or any of that. Well, I mean, if somebody had a vape, I was like, oh, this tastes like oranges or whatever. Yeah, but no cigarettes, no weed. like everybody, or I shouldn't say that, but in college or whatever, smoked weed like a handful of times, like 10 times or something like that. But it's never my thing. Nothing against it to anybody who does or anything. It's legal in New Jersey. I don't know. A lot of places it's not. But last meal. I don't know if that's depressing. Like if you died, what would be your last meal? Or what was the last meal you ate? We just had fish. We just had mahi, which is awesome. I love a lot of seafood. Mahi, I should say. Why is it called mahi? You can't just say like we had mahi for dinner. So I'll answer both ways. Pizza is my favorite food. I'm still a child. Chicken fingers and fries, or pizza, like just regular pizza, pepperoni pizza, any of that stuff. So yeah, I would say that's my. If I had to have a last meal, if I was getting the chair, I would probably do that. Best holiday. Christmas is the best day, but I hate Christmas season. Why? Because I hate retail. I'm single, so I have no one to share it with. Yeah, so it's stressful at work. It's cold because it's December. Yeah, but the season is obviously Halloween. Halloween with September it's awesome. October it's awesome. Watching horror movies, pumpkin pie, all that stuff. It's absolutely Halloween. This has to be my friend. I don't know what this is. This is my best friend's yearbook quotes. I don't know if they still do this, but in high school we had like yearbook quotes or any. At college we didn't have yearbook, but it's funny. I posted one of my favorite bands who I also saw was Smashing Pumpkins, and I posted like my graduated college. I posted the lyrics from Tonight, which is one of my favorite songs of all time, not just Smashing Pumpkins. And it was the time is never time at all. You can never, ever leave without leaving a piece of youth. And our lives are forever changed. We will never be the same. Yeah, essentially that. It's hard to do without singing. But that was my yearbook. I don't think we had one I think when we were in high school, we graduated, we had baby pictures of us. I don't know if anybody else did that. We had to pick the baby pictures. Band you still need to see: Metallica and the Rolling Stones. I actually went through a concert depression like we all do. And after seeing My Chem, I was like, dude, I've been to 40 something concerts. I was like, who else do I need to see? And there were so many bands. I was like, I don't need they have one good album or one good whatever. Like, especially because my best friend moved, unfortunately. I'm like, who would I see it with and all those other things? I have to see Metallica and I have to see Rolling Stones. I tried so many times. I tried like 3 times to see the Rolling Stones. First time I couldn't get tickets. The first time I didn't have money. I was in like college. Second time I couldn't get tickets. And the third time, I think the third time it was like my mom, me, my dad, my aunt, like everybody was trying to get tickets and we couldn't get them on the to actually buy them. And then on StubHub, forget it. Resale, the cheapest seats are like $300. I'm like, I'm just not doing that. So yeah, I still need to see. Life is not complete without Rolling Stones or Metallica. Would you move and where? That is a great question. I live in New Jersey. I love it. I know a lot of people have issues with where they're from. I love New Jersey for a bunch of reasons. We have the beach. We have Atlantic City. You can go see a show. You can go gamble. You could go. We're so close to Philly, and I'm not saying so close, but we're close to Philly, and we're close to. You can go into New York without having to sleep over, take the train in, drive in, whatever. Without it's insanely expensive to be in New York and Pennsylvania and stuff. There's 2 issues with New Jersey, and these are the 2 reasons why everyone leaves New Jersey. It's too expensive, and the snow, or the cold, I should say. There's no other, in my mind, there's no other bad things about New Jersey. It is insanely expensive. I live at home with my parents. Property tax is insane. Food is insane. Rent is insane. Everything else is good. You can find any type of food. You're like, I can't, like, there's incredible Spanish food. There's incredible Japanese food. There's incredible, obviously Italian food. and you would be shocked. I don't know what it is, but yeah, great food. Um, People are mean. I mean, you got to be tough coming from New Jersey for sure. Bad drivers and stuff like that. But you wouldn't leave. I don't think people would leave the state because of that. So I didn't answer. Yeah. So if somehow, some way, I hope so. But I hate the cold, and I would rather live in. My mom had a friend, and they were like, "Oh, we're too expensive. We're gonna leave." And they picked a. I'm not gonna name the state because I don't want to like shit on it or anything. But they picked a. Yeah, they picked a state, and they could live there, and they actually found a job. That's the other thing. It's hard to find a job in a state with less people, obviously, or they would pay less because it's in a uh, smaller state, or yeah, cost of living is cheaper. And they moved there, and they're like, yeah, I mean, this is awesome. We've got a house, which would be like a condo here in New Jersey. Um, but the food was bad. There was nowhere to go on the weekends. There was like, it wasn't like worth it. And then they moved back. Um, Shockingly, uh, uh, Florida is cheap, and Florida has the beach, and Florida has Disney World, which I'm obsessed with, and Universal's, which I've never been to, and I really want to go to. Um, and I don't mean like the whatever it's called, the Bayou, the Swamp World. Like you could literally live in like Orlando or something, and it's like cheaper than most places in New Jersey, which is insane. So if I had to move today, I would probably move to Florida, and maybe that would be the thing because I hate the snow and the cold. Um, Memories with friends. Wow, I probably can't say a lot of those. You know what I miss? I think a lot of people, and I miss high school and stuff too, or college. But I miss a lot of I go back to even younger, like elementary school or middle school, and it's just like I miss, um, like I don't know, just little things that you would miss from. How do I quantify this? Like just riding your. I didn't have a friend that lived close enough to ride my bike to, but you bring your bike to your friend's house, you kind of just ride around the street, and like we had this one time that we were just like we were like playing. I think we were playing hide and seek with like other kids in the neighborhood, and it was like you could use their house and our house and all those other things, and just like fun stuff like that. I miss, yeah. So I don't know how to say this. I miss the time before, like, like I guess middle school and elementary school. Like, obviously, there's no responsibilities then, but before, like, because when you're in high school and then you start talking about girls and you start partying and all these other things in college, and so yeah, I mean that was fun, and I had a lot of obviously great memories and from high school and college. But I usually go back to like really old stuff and just say like I miss just like I remember in middle school we would go to like a park and like hang out with, like, me and my friend would go to a park, and then like, oh, this other kid's here, let's play basketball. And the spontaneousness of it, you would never know what was going to happen. Like you would just I would just go to my best friend's house, and then we would go to this park, and like we'd bring a soccer ball, and then somebody else would show up from school, and you didn't text them, or we just had flip phones back then. Like, oh, he showed up, and then we would end up at his house, and then we went back to the lake, the park or the lake or this other thing, and like then we would like order pizza. There's no Uber Eats or anything. You just like order it like to the lake, and or I don't know, just all these other things, and you're just like, I don't know. So I miss a lot of that stuff, the spontaneity of it. Now it's like, okay, 3 weeks from now I can hang out with my friend, but it's only 2 hours and he has to be home by. You're like, this is just this sucks, man. It's tough. It's definitely tough. But yeah, man, I cherish those memories. I love them so much. Hour 39. Wow, we're going. Is that it? I think that's it. Wow, what else do we got? Here we go. Who's your favorite final girl? Jamie Lee Curtis. I love Jamie Lee Curtis, not just in horror films, in non-horror films, whether it's Freaky Friday or A Fish Called Wanda, or she is in a world where everybody wants to please everybody. She's just like, for lack of a better term, she's just tough and badass and awesome and such a awesome person. she's a great Scream. She's the first most iconic final girl. I know, obviously, in 1974, like we had Black Christmas and we had Texas Chainsaw Massacre. But she's the most popular final girl. Halloween's one of the most popular horror franchises. If you don't say it's the most, it's fine, in my opinion. But yeah, to come back 40 years later, to come back 20 years later, to do all the things she's done is just incredible. I grew up watching The Simpsons. I stopped watching it years. Yeah, I don't know many people who still watch it, which is fine if you do. I hope that second film, somebody else said this is not my idea, but somebody else said, like, I hope that second film is it. I hope they just, like, that's the ending to the series. Because if it's just the second film after 20 years, because if it comes out in either 2007 or 2008, the first Simpsons movie, we need that on 4K. I have that on Blu-ray, but we need that on 4K. Yeah. So, which movie is worse, Jason Goes to Hell or Jason X? Oh, I don't have either of them. Jason Goes to Hell. I can't stand Jason Goes to Hell. Jason X is stupid fun. So, if I'm in the mood to just shut my brain off, and it's got maybe the best kill in the entire Friday the 13th franchise, which is the cryogenic frozen, can't think of the word, the frozen kill where he takes the blonde girl and first you see her face, which is just horrifying. Just get all those little, frozen frostbite things on there. And then he pulls it out and then he smashes it. And then you see the, what's left of her. So it's dumb fun. It's not, the CGI does not look good. The premise is not good. But we still have Kane Hodder. And I know you have Kane Hodder and Jason Goes to Hell, but Jason Goes to Hell is just so dumb. And it's fine if you like it. But just the whole, like, body swapping thing, and Jason's not in it, and the guy's eating the heart, and like, oh my, and like all that blue stuff is shooting out. Oh man, it's so bad. Because I'm from Illinois, about an hour south from Chicago. I haven't been to Chicago and say, yeah, I've been to. It was last time I was in New York. Not this year, not in 2026, but I was in 2025 in New York. I go like once. I used to go a lot more. Maybe like once or twice a year. I've never been to Chicago. I've never been to Illinois, but I love to go to Illinois. Love listening to the stream while working. Keep up the great workout. I appreciate it. So there's like two things I was going to pull up because somebody signed movie, popcorn bucket, and vinyl. So I'll be back in 2 seconds. I'm going to bring those three things. Movie, popcorn bucket, vinyl. I'll be right back. All right. Put these to the side. Hopefully. Maybe. All right. Last three things. Okay. Somebody asked me about a signed movie. I apologize. I forget who it is. Here we go, guys. Bam signed Jackass, the original DVDs from when I was a kid. And so, yeah, he signed it on the, on the artwork, not on here. But Jackass does not have a Blu-ray or even a 4K or Blu-ray. But again, I was a rookie. This was the first convention I went to. And I was like, do I have to bring something like or whatever? And I brought this. But I personally don't like get the films signed because, you take them out and they get ruined or I believe they'll get ruined. So yeah, so I've got Bam. Bam was like one of my heroes. I know he's been through a lot and stuff, but yeah. And he even did the heartogram on there, which is awesome. So that's awesome. Hell yeah, J Car. So yes, and you can also go back and watch that live stream with Horror Fan 34. At the end, like the last hour, I have all my what's it called? 8x10s. The Mummy Mickey popcorn bucket, which I do have a video about. Why is this awesome? First of all, it's got pumpkins on there, or a Mickey jack-o'-lantern, I should say. This was exclusive to the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party in whatever year I went, 2023 or 2024. Again, I like the ones that are different. Like it's not just a bust, like a head or something of my, even though I picked the Jaws one before earlier in this live stream, but you know, he's got his arm out, he's got everything. The popcorn would go in the back. And this one they did fill it up, unfortunately. So it's no, I don't think it smells. But yeah, this thing is incredible, and I love it so much. So there's that. And I got 3 records. Man, now my nose is all running. All right, let's see. Record number 1. I picked my favorite, because I had my 3 favorite bands. I picked my favorite record from all 3 bands. Here we go. Yeah, I guess I could show this on YouTube. I don't know what's going on. Enema of the State, Blink 182, guys. Listen, this is the best pop punk album of all time. You're wrong if you pick something. No, I'm just kidding. In my opinion. But I don't know why they do this. You have to flip the side like that. But Mark, Tom, and Travis, just absolutely incredible. And I'm trying to see if I can. Yeah, I mean, whatever. But yeah, so good. I mean, come on, guys. Dump Weed, Don't Leave Me, Aliens Exist, Going Away to College, What's My Age Again, Anthem, Mutt, Windy Clear, Party Song, Adam's Song, All the Small Things, Descent. I can't even say that. Dissenter Gary. Phenomenal. Yeah. So let me take out the vinyl so you guys can actually see what it looks like. So it looks like this one is clear, which is awesome. So I wish it's hard, right? Like, obviously I'm a movie channel and I'm obsessed with movies, and I would pick movies over music if I had to, you know, if you got rid of one. But it's tough. I would like to sometimes, like, you know, make a video about, I don't know. Although I did, if you guys like My Chemical Romance, I went to filming locations and stuff like that. And I'm sure that screws up my algorithm because it will project it to people who like movie content, who've liked my other ones. But yeah, so, but it's hard. You really have to like niche down. It's hard. Sometimes I'll do reviews and taste tests and conventions and unboxings, and it's like, you know, some don't do well. But you know, you got to change it up, right? You got to stay sane for yourself. This is cool because the artwork's different, but the Black Parade, right? My Chemical Romance, 2006, 20 years ago, guys. My God, I am old, but this one's really cool. And you can kind of see some of the band in there. And this one's cool. It's like the artwork is like black and white. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so that there's no grooves on there. So there's only 3 out of 4 records. There's 3 sides, but you can see it's like black and white. So, I mean, just what a record. One of the best, whatever you want to call it, best albums of all time, but obviously best, you know, emo, pop punk, whatever. Favorite song off the album? Man. Famous Last Words. Okay. And American Idiot. I mean, just so iconic. Iconic Image, Green Day. This is a double album too. This thing's huge. Check that out. I think it's only I think there's no color to it, unfortunately. Let me see. Yeah, it's just a regular. Let's see. When this came out, guys, and I was 8 years old, like it just changed. It really, I can't say it about everything, so I can't be like, oh, my chem changed my life. And this, I really think this like I would not be who I am without this. You know, everything from tattoos to the music I listen to skateboarding. Like, even if it's not completely associated with this, like this and skateboarding has nothing to do with each other, but it kind of all found me at the same time. I would say this album changed my life. Yeah, but okay, here we go. And I saw them. I saw them in I saw all those bands, but I saw Green Day at the Barclays Center where the Nets play, like 10 years ago. My God. What is a movie that everyone loves but you hate? You guys are probably going to hate me for this, but it's The Thing. I just found it confusing and boring except for the effects. That was the only good thing. No pun intended. That was the only good thing. Oh, that's a good question. I do want to ask, have you seen the original? I mean, the original is very dated and stuff like that, but there is another because The Thing is a remake. I don't know what everyone loves but you hate. I don't know. I don't know off the top of my head. I would have to think about that. I really don't know. Favorite Green Day. Wow. There's too many. Holiday is up there. Basket Case is up there, and these are, unfortunately, those are their most popular song. What's a slower song, or what's a song that a lot of people wouldn't say? Slower and Ordinary World is a very good song by Green Day. I don't want to pick like Time of Your Life or something that everybody would say. 2000 Light Years Away. That's a good song from Kerplunk. What else? What's another good song I'm trying to think of like older things. Oh, Geek Stink Breath. Hitching a Ride. Minority. What's another one? What's another one? Amy, that he wrote about Amy Winehouse. Even the stuff that a lot of people don't like, was it called Father of All, where he was singing really high? He had like the falsetto voice. He's like, come on, honey, lying in a bed of blood and money. It's called Father of All, right? Father of All lyrics. Yeah, Father of All is really good. But I will say their most recent album is like one of their best albums. I would say it's their best album since 21st Century Breakdown 2009. Saviors from 2024 was phenomenal. The American Dream is Killing Me, phenomenal. Look Ma, No Brains might be my favorite on that album. Bobby Socks, One Eyed Bastard. 1981 is just a fast punk song. Goodnight Adeline is like this old school 70s rock song. Coma City, Susie Chapstick, Living in the 20s. Father to His Son is good. I showed my dad that song. I can't remember Saviors off the top of my head, but yeah, it's a really good one. I respect the vinyls. Hell yeah. And I have like 30 something more, 35, whatever. And my parents have some too. But look, guys, wow, I can't even believe I went for 2 hours. I didn't think I was going to go that long. But the first 30 minutes, I talked about recent releases and other things. But I really appreciate it. Everybody hanging out. And appreciate everyone who sent in questions. Yeah, I just really appreciate it. And after a long day, 6 days, a week of work last week, even me rambling and not making sense, I appreciate having someone to talk to and hang out with and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm going to end it. Let's see what we can do here. Let's see. We got a question. One more question. Hey, thank you, Adam. I look forward to it next time. If you ever want to shoot me a message on Instagram, please do. And please check out my other videos. Again, it'll be a stark difference of content, but yeah, my reviews are scripted and cutaways, and I put a lot of time and effort into those. So check those out, please. I would really appreciate that. Let's see, how do I get off of this thing? To not have an awkward outro, we're going to do the timer and then exit, because that makes it seem a lot better. So peace, guys.